Susie King Taylor was a literate enslaved human being who grew up on a plantation here in Liberty County. She was owned by a Swiss planter, and during the war, she and members of her family escaped, and she was eventually rescued by the Union Army, and she used her literacy to become the first federally funded teacher of the state of Georgia. It was during the war that she not only taught hundreds of runaways, but she herself became one of the first nurses for the Union Army in the very first African-American regiment in the history of the United States, which was the 1st South Carolina Volunteers, which eventually became the 33rd United States Colored Troops. And within this exhibit, you'll see the highlight of African-American men who were a part of liberating themselves and keeping the United States united under one flag. Susie King Taylor's story is a story of great transformation during that watershed moment of American history. There are not that many stories where you find African-American women who were enslaved and who were literate. And not only that, once she left the South, she became involved in social work. She also became involved in veterans work. She committed the remainder of her life to caring for veterans in the Boston area. And so, as the title of our exhibit says, Susie King Taylor, she's from our town. Susie King Taylor is our Geechee heroine of freedom. She is our American patriot of liberty, and we're very proud of that. I think that with the Liberty County Historical Society, we are making some changes in how we tell history. There are many ways to tell history. We understand within our organization that we share the history of slavery. We share the history that happened in this county. And so within this organization, we are looking for ways to tell many sides of that same story.
We want her to be recognized at home. So we're bringing her home to the people home so they'll know all about who she is and what she meant. Let the school children learn about her. Let those in society, let those who've moved to Liberty County learn about her and what she has contributed so that her story doesn't remain in the background, but now it's in the forefront. Not just Black history, but U.S. history.
History enriches our lives in untold ways. When you understand your history, you understand where we've been as a people, as a united people, Black and white people, and we understand where we're going forward. Many students are ahistorical, but we are hoping that this exhibit will awaken their imagination and get them excited about history of a woman who's from our area. And so we're very excited about that. Visiting this exhibit, you'll be able to see artifacts and details of her life, as well as the lives of untold men and women who escaped plantations all up and down the southeast coast. Her story deserves to be told. I've said many times that she was the contemporary of Harriet Tubman and Clara Barton. And of the three, she's the only one who wrote an autobiography. And she says in her autobiography that colored women did many things, but no one knows about them. And in my work, I believe that she's been calling us to tell her story, and it's time.